2.2 Ecosystem Services. Again, continuing with our big ideas and the structure and diversity within Earth's systems. So today we're going to cover ecosystem services. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe ecosystem services and describe the results of human disruptions to these ecosystem services. To accomplish this goal, we're going to describe the 4 ecosystem services and describe what happens when humans disrupt them. An ecosystem service is something that the ecosystem provides to people. So the takeaway here is that it has to directly or indirectly benefit people. So we've split this up into 4 different types: provisioning, regulating, supporting, and cultural services. So provisioning services give us products. Think of, if you're going on a trip and you're packing provisions, those are products. So products obtained directly from the ecosystem or indirectly, such as drinking water or food or lumber or natural gas and oil. All of these things directly benefit people, and they are products. So it could be lumber, it could be anything plastic, because that's made from oil. That's a direct or indirect product from the ecosystem. The second type is regulating. So these are benefits from the regulation of ecosystem processes. So ecosystem services that regulate our climate or control floods, and we know that grass can control erosion, pest control, pollination, but it has to be for the benefit of people. A popular one is mangroves, and using mangroves as flood control. You can see the difference when a storm rolls in and there's a mangrove right here. It prevents the water from getting up to the houses, and without it, all those waves just roll directly over. So with mangroves and without, the land flooded is less, people are less exposed to the water, and there's much less property loss. And this is an important service that we can get from the ecosystem. We also have supporting services. Now these ones are often overlooked, but are probably the most fundamental to making our entire Earth and all systems within it function. So these are the services that support all the other ecosystem services. So you're not going to have pollination without primary productivity, because that's our plants, and photosynthesis is necessary or there's no plants. We have nutrient cycling. We've talked about the carbon, and the phosphorus, and the nitrogen, and the water cycle, and even biodiversity as a supporting service to support having lumber because of biodiversity. Another one is cultural. So those non-material benefits that contribute to development and cultural advancement of people. So this could be someone who enjoys hiking. So I took these pictures. I enjoy hiking. One of these is from the Alps, and we've got Rhode Island. And you could enjoy nature for the stress relief. That's where I'm at, or recreation, or you're in environmental science. So the ecosystem is providing you education. And maybe you like gardening. I like gardening. I'm not very good at it though. So here's some examples of some ecosystem services, and see if you can test yourself which each belongs to. So we've got the carbon cycle, we've got some Lego dinosaurs, a bee pollinating, and some creative gardening. Okay, so supporting services. We need that carbon cycle for everything else. Provisioning, we get the oil from the ground, provides us with our material benefit of plastic Legos. We've got a regulating service of pollination. And lastly, cultural, creative gardening feeds the soul. So how do humans impact these services? So there's anthropogenic, that's another fancy word for humans. Human activity can disrupt these ecosystem services, which could potentially result in economic, so monetary, and ecological consequences. And the idea behind assigning ecosystem services to all of our ecosystems and products is to help people connect more with the products that they use. So maybe you'll think twice if you think about what service that forest provides to you rather than just seeing it as profit and products. So to summarize, we learned about the ecosystem services and provisioning of food or fiber, regulating flood control, pollination, supporting, such as nutrient cycling or photosynthesis, and cultural, such as religious or your personal well-being. And the ecosystem services are things which benefit humans, so don't forget that. It has to benefit humans. And humans can disrupt these services, leading to ecological or economic losses.